Aerin and Borin listened as the great tree told them that the spirit blossom was hidden in the dangerous Shadow Valley. The tree warned them, "The journey will be hard. Only the brave and pure-hearted can enter Shadow Valley." Determined, the two friends set off, following the light from the golden leaf deep into the Enchanted Forest. Their first challenge was the talking trees. The tall trees blocked their path and said they could not pass unless they answered a riddle. What shines in the dark but disappears in the light? Without hesitation, Aerin answered, "The moon." The trees were satisfied and moved their branches, letting them continue. But their journey was not over. As they went deeper, they found a strange, mist-covered lake. This was Mirror Lake, where your deepest fears appeared when you looked into the water. Aerin and Borin looked into the lake. Aerin saw his reflection surrounded by endless darkness. His biggest fear was being alone in a world with no one. Borin saw his friends walking away, leaving him behind. His fear was being abandoned, the thought that no one would believe in him or stay by his side. The water rippled, and suddenly, dark hands, shaped by their fears, rose from the lake and pulled them in. Borin gasped, "Aerin! The lake is pulling us in." The more they struggled, the stronger the pull became, as if their own fears were dragging them down. The old elf watched from the shore, frozen. He thought they were lost. "I've seen this before," he whispered, memories flashing in his mind. He had failed to save someone important before, and that old wound made him hesitate. But this time, he had a choice. He gripped his staff tightly and summoned a powerful light. A warm glow spread across the lake, breaking the darkness for a moment. The boys grabbed onto the light and pulled themselves out of the water. They looked at the old elf, who now looked at them with understanding eyes. "The lake showed you your fears, but remember, if you don't face them, they may consume you one day." The boys looked at each other. They were shaken, but they felt stronger. Their journey had changed them, but their mission was still not complete. Finally, they reached the stone formation where the spirit blossom grew. But shadowy creatures guarded the flower. The old elf raised his staff, creating a barrier of light, but it wouldn't last forever. Aerin, holding the golden leaf tightly, stepped forward. To touch the spirit blossom, he had to face his fear. He closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and accepted his fear without letting it control him. With steady hands, he touched the flower. The spirit blossom glowed brightly, filling the valley with pure light. Borin and the old elf watched in awe as Aerin held the glowing flower. Now that they had the spirit blossom, the old elf spoke. "This flower holds great power, but remember, every magic has a price. Use it wisely." Aerin and Borin looked at the glowing flower, realizing their journey was far from over. They weren't just returning to the forest. They now carried the fate of its magic in their hands.